Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 17 Draft Champions game. The legend round's gonna start and end pretty quickly. We end up taking John Elway right there. Curse is a great legend, but I'd never tried Elway before, and I wanted to see how he would do, and this was a player friend draft, so like, why not let me take Elway here, and we'll move on. As we don't take Andrew Luck because we already have our quarterback. We take Doug Baldwin, good elite receiver. Round 7, interesting choice. I ended up taking Terrell Suggs because I prioritize taking outside linebackers over defensive linemen. Maybe we'll get one later in the draft. Shorts is pretty decent, but we'll take Suggs, see how he does. We take Kyle Fuller in that round. We get all elites right here. Kyle Fuller's got pretty sneaky stats for a cornerback, by the way, especially in run defense, so that's why we took him. Michael Bennett's got great stats this year. Normally, they usually jip Michael Bennett, but this year he's got really nice stats, especially block shedding as round 13 shows up, including Luke Kuechly. But you know the no-brainer here is Tyron Smith, right? Nah, I'm kidding. Luke! And by the way, took Emmanuel Sanders right there in that early round. Pretty decent receiver, good route running, I believe. Round 14 shows up, and we have two elites on the board, but they're both at positions we already drafted. We already have Barnes at the tight end spot, already have Blinton at strong safety. But Vontae Davis is a pretty good consolation prize, 84 overall, because it's a good cornerback duo with Fuller. And round 15, the hero round, it looks like, including a flashback Foles. We're obviously not going to take him. We could get Ogletree and complete our linebacking core. I like to run two middle linebackers in the middle of the field. And Kuechly and Ogletree doesn't get much better than that, it might. But we could get our third cornerback, and that's what we end up doing. It was a hard debate for me. There's really no wrong choice to be made right there. Ogletree's got pretty cheesy stats. But at the end of the day, I just went off of who played better for me in the past. And Brew is pretty good for me, so I ended up taking him. We'll see how that decision works out for us. As you see, John Elway, first play, diving head first and getting a gain of 8 yards. So today I'm playing against Brian. If you guys know from my Pro-Am videos, I play with Brian a lot in Pro-Am. That's how we mainly know each other, and we do play Madden every once in a while. And whenever Brian and I match up in Madden, we always have not just close games, but just like nail-biting endings. So this one should be more of the same, as he punted the ball on 4th and 1 there. Pretty sim approach, and now we got the ball at our own 27-yard line downfield. Emmanuel Sanders finds a hole in the defense and gets the easiest 73-yard touchdown of his life. Definitely a mistake there made somewhere. I don't know if he took his safety out of coverage or what, but we think we found that one, and we got an easy gift as TJ Yeldon on his first carry. He's taking off. Look at big number 24, the 20, the 10. Yeldon stumbling. Almost got in there. Stopped at the 1-yard line. QB sneak is stuffed on first down. Second down. Back to it. Stopped again. This is becoming quite the goal line challenge right here. Third down. Fumbles the ball and is picked up by Blinton. No one's coming close. What a stuff at the line. And instead of scoring 7, Brian is going to give up a touchdown. Wow. 3 times stopping the quarterback sneak. Quarterback sneak is not unstoppable this year. If you can't get it in there, you know, you can't stop it. But stopping it 4 times at the goal line was a hard task to ask, as I believe that was Alfred Blue that dropped the ball there. I'm not too sure who, but someone just dropped the ball, and he ends up getting sacked. And now he's going for that 4th and 17, and he's going to get it to Jared Cook, actually, right there. We tried to send a blitz, and we were not rewarded for that one. We ended up, was a bad play call right there. And instead of, like, you know, he punted the ball on 4th and 1 and didn't go for it on 4th and 17. So sometimes you're just better off, even if you want to play sim, just probably punting the ball, or not punting the ball on 4th and 1, just going for it, because then you might find yourself in this kind of situation down 14 points before halftime even happens. But he is moving the ball downfield right here, taking a shot for Cooks, but it's swatted away by Brew, our top pick right there in the last round. Second down, drag route, trying to jump over a defender right there. Nonetheless, gets the first down. Elway, good pocket presence, finds the open man on the dump down right there. He's starting to make all the right reads, and he's starting to run the ball as well, mixing it in. We got to take the run away. Got to keep Yeldon out of it after he had that big one earlier, as he takes a shot for the end zone, but it's swatted away. Second down out of the 2-minute warning. Yeldon taking it down to the 2-yard line. Can he punch it in here? Third down and goal. Picked off. Dalvin Brew is there. Once again, Brian fails to capitalize at the goal line. And that's just, you know, it could easily be a tie game. If not, maybe Brian has the lead. Who knows? Instead, 2 consecutive huge goal line stands in positions where, you know, you at least get a field goal out the drive. He's got nothing to show for it, as we squeeze one into Doug Baldwin on 3rd down, and that's going to keep our drive alive. Hopefully, at least keep the clock going for the rest of halftime. As you guys see, we fight for the ball, get out of bounds, getting ourselves a 2nd and 7. Lockdown man coverage, but look downfield. ball went out of step, but John Elway overthrew it. The legend pick at the the legend round quarterback pick ended up overthrowing the ball. So that sucked right there. I want to see how Elway would do, and I wasn't really too impressed with that one. Can't say I was too happy about that as he goes outside, and now with 2 timeouts left, now 1 timeout, he has a chance to get some points on the board right before he goes to the locker room as he squeezes one in right by Luke Kuechly. But he has to call his last timeout, has to get out of bounds here or take a shot for the end zone, and he's got the catch. Jordy Nelson overthrew right there, who we were hyping up for the longest time, and he just gave up a pretty bad play one-on-one. I tried to play field goal range, left Jordy one-on-one, and you know, normally doesn't happen too much in Madden 17, but unfortunately, he made us pay right there, and that was just huge to not just get points, but make it a 1-possession game. Now, we do get ball coming out of a half, but we were able to get the first down dunk ball, and nonetheless, the pressure is on us to try to produce some points on this drive after that touchdown, because he gets the ball back, he ties the game up, and he has been moving the ball downfield pretty decently. Besides, at the goal lines, we have time with Elway trying to lead the pocket. John Elway. That is one of the great things about Elway. Not the fastest quarterback, but he definitely has the mobility factor you have to account for. As we make the nice read there, 2nd down and 4, calling a screen pass. That is Emmanuel Sanders trying to slip by the defenders, gets it to the 28-yard line. Next play, running the ball, Jaquiz Rogers. We didn't draft a running back, so Rogers is our guy. Pitching it outside, getting blocks, 1 man to beat. Trying to stutter step instead. We have our own goal-to-go situation. We haven't gotten this far downfield yet because we just had 2 big plays for touchdowns early on in the game. That's it. We haven't had to work downfield for a drive. You see Elway 2nd down, not able to escape. That's a loss of 5. 3rd down, calling a screen, conservative play call right there, and we're going to end up settling for the field goal, which is done pretty nicely. It's going to go straight through the uprights and give us a 2-possession lead. I really didn't want to throw an interception at the goal line right there. Probably, you know, should have not called a screen. Maybe just ran the ball even, because I ran like 3 screens on that drive, but so good. We just got to lock up, play defense right here. If anything, just guard the end zone. If he gets a field goal, maybe that's fine, but just make sure he doesn't get a touchdown and make him work for it as well. Don't give up the big play. Don't let him get out of bounds like he did right there with Jared Cook. No, he is just dotting us up. Jordy Nelson with the catch. It makes you wonder what would happen if we converted at the goal line earlier, as that's a drop pass at the backfield by TJ Yeldon. 2nd down, Yeldon with the ball. Almost accelerated outside, but instead he ends up actually losing yard. 3rd down and 11. Obviously 4 down territory, but he won't need 4th down because Yeldon's got the first right there and takes the ball to the 25-yard line, running it but going nowhere. Yeldon has been shut down for the most part since that first big play. 2nd and 9, Elway with a ton of time, and he's got the open man to the outside to the 11-yard line. Now he's pitching in, looking for Yeldon. He's got 1 man to beat, but he's wrapped up at the 7. 2nd down, Elway sacked. Brian continues to struggle once he gets close to the goal line. 3rd and 13, looking to convert. Elway's got time, but does he have anyone open? He's got the run. Fumbles out of bounds at the 6-yard line on 4th and 5. He's going to take his field goal to make it a 1-possession game. Hope his defense can get a stop and bring his team back on the field one more time. And once again, Brian not getting touchdowns once he gets in the red zone is costing him, as we get a nice catch to Jaquiz Rogers right there. He calls his first timeout. 2nd and 3. Just a dump down and gets us the 1st down to Gary Barnage. And that pretty much ends the game, but this is a friendly game, so I'm not just going to sit there and chew clock and need a ball out. Maybe give him a chance, run a couple of plays, see what happens. Trying to hit Emmanuel Sanders on a double move downfield. Oh, it's swatted away. Maybe not mess around that much because it is 3rd down. He does have a chance to get the ball back. Oh, but we throw a dime to Sanders that time. What a dot from John Elway. That should solidify the game. Now, I do have true clock on. Now, I'm running a couple of plays. I'm not messing around that much. I'm not trying to lose this game, so we're just going to run the ball here with, I believe that's K'Wan Williams right there. Going to get one more play off before the end of the game. Give him one last shot. I'm not taking too much of a chance. I'm just taking the dump down. Going to try to take our win, but we fumbled the ball on the ground and kicked out of bounds, and we end up sneaking by with that one. Oh, that would have been funny. I mean, funny. It would not have been funny for us. It would have been funny for him. We took that back for a touchdown. It would have made quite the ending. But thankfully, we avoided that and got the victory. Good game to my man, Brian. We end up getting the victory. Leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Madden 17. If you guys want to see more. And until then, I will catch you guys next time.